everything's looking good on this, all things considered. So this is going from my PS2 to my LG monitor. It's a 1 millisecond response time, but because I am using the pound HDMI adapter, it has insane input, not input latency, because that's between the pad and the controller port, but insane latency for the video. So it's actually set to plus 12 right now to get that on sync, which is the most I've ever seen. Like on my old setup, I uploaded a video a couple years ago about how to sync these games with a modern television. My PS2 was hooked up over component cables directly because that TV had them. This monitor doesn't. And it was like plus 5. So this is a pretty substantial amount of video lag. The picture looks great. You can't really tell because I'm recording with a second webcam. It's really just not worth spending like $200 for capture equipment for this. But the picture itself is really crisp. I gotta give the pound adapter that. But the latency, like, I would not consider that like a playable amount of latency for anything other than a rhythm game that you can fine tune this with. Because like I'm not really sure what the breakdown of what 1 is in milliseconds. I do know that when you get into like DDRX on PS2, you're no longer adjusting by 1, 2, you're adjusting by like 0.1, 0.2. So I would assume that 0.1 and 1 kind of line up. So to have to go to plus 12 is a lot. I do not recommend this adapter for anything but rhythm games that let you adjust the latency. But as long as you can adjust that latency like that, this is a very crisp picture. It looks good. It outputs in 720p upscaled, which actually looks really good. It doubles perfectly into this 1440p monitor that I'm using. But otherwise, like, these cables are like a hard no. Like, I could not imagine trying to play like Capcom versus SNK2, Third Strike, even like Devil May Cry, God of War, stuff like that through this adapter. Like, do not buy this adapter because I said I'm using it to play Dance Dance Revolution and you're thinking, wow, the latency must be great. No, I adjusted it in game and it's got hella latency. So for a game that can compensate for it, you have a good crisp picture. The snack box to the LTEC pads, A+ stuff, once again, same as it is on the OG Xbox. Have absolutely no complaints on that front. And for what I'm using this for, I don't really have any complaints about the pound adapter. Just do not buy it thinking that you can play all kinds of stuff on a modern TV and be happy, because yeah, you would not be happy with this thing trying to play anything but something that lets you adjust this. Like, yeah, like another example, like I wouldn't want to play like Gran Turismo on this, like something where you got to make like those really fast turns. I wouldn't want to play time splitters. There's all kinds of services where you can get your PS2 online in 2025, playing some of these like great shooters that were on here that had like either LAN play or network play. You would have an awful time playing against people who are on like a CRT or some sort of like minimal lag setup, like SCART into an adapter into an OSSC or something. If you even know what that means, check out My Life in Gaming. They're freaking great for understanding how all this stuff with video works. It works for this purpose. I wouldn't recommend this adapter for any other purpose though.